So let's close our eyes. And when we breathe in, we can put our hands up. Okay. And slowly we can put our hands down with breathe out. Breathe out through mouth. So we breathe in through nose. Breathe out. Breathe out, hands down through mouth. Breathe in. Breathe out. Last, breathe in. Breathe out. We can put one hand on our chest, on our heart, and give it a lot of positivity. And feel it. Let's breathe in. And breathe out. One more time. Let's breathe in. And breathe out. And whenever we feel like, we can open our eyes.
That was amazing. Feeling a lot better.
Yeah, a lot better. Really.
Yeah. Hi, Polumi.
Hey.
Yeah, hello. So, a big hi and lots of love to all who will be watching this recording. And we are doing this recording to help you all because so many people are asking about this Heart Connect program. And this is our effort through this conversation will help you to understand about this program and what all will be there in this program. So I am Shalu from Living Consciously Foundation, and we work in the domain of emotional health, mental health, spirituality, and we organize some very amazing programs with amazing teachers, guides, facilitators like Polumi. So let's start the live, and we'll start the live understanding more about Polumi's journey. What is it that she does? She is a dance movement therapist, and she has been working in NGOs since for long, I think more than a decade. So let's understand about her journey, and then we'll move forward with the conversation. So Polumi, if you can.
Yeah. So I won't tell you what I say. So I'll just give a very short. So it's been I've been working with children and mostly children in conflict with law and in shelter homes. So it's been quite some time, almost more than 10 years now. And while working with children in different parts of the country, that point of time I used to use art, colors, but not in a very, it was not known to me that this kind of practice also exists, like creative therapies or expressive therapies, But I used to do storytelling, then we used to set up community libraries and a lot of experience related sessions where you express it by doing it, by touching, feeling, doing it, and through that you experience it. So it was there like crafts or reading through colors. So, and somewhere I, issues like topics like gratitude, empathy, kindness, since my growing up days, it strongly played some change and role within myself. And storytelling and all these kinds of experiences played a very important role in my life. So, just experiences when I was staying alone and working in other states and different parts, played a very important role. I thought that why not kind of facilitating sessions on emotions, on gratitude, on empathy, So these are very, very important, I really feel. Because as important as mathematics, English, science, or any other subject, and because today's child is tomorrow's adult, and whatever issues we have right now, it's somewhere that's unresolved in childhood or while growing up, So that's so important. And also, the practice that I do now, it's also very unstructured because I'm not a very structured person, and it's also very intuitive that you kind of base it on your intuition and it helps you to open up and it gives you to create a safe space for yourself and for others. I did my diploma, and presently I'm doing my master's diploma from KISS. Kolkata Shanbet, I got to know about DMT from Kolkata Shanbet, and I saw their performance, and it changed the entire perspective. Like, I always loved movements and dance. I learned dance, and later I also learned martial arts like Kalari Pettu. It stayed with me in my body, because as we all know, your body never forgets. Any memory, your body never forgets. It stays somewhere, and that is the reason it needs to be processed in a way that it helps other parts to open up. I was so excited and so happy, and it moved to me when I was watching the girls to perform, to present movement pieces. And all those women were from red light areas who were rescued, trafficked, gender-based violence rescuers. So anyway, so that experience was very strong for me. And later, so many years later, when I was kind of feeling little stagnancy, then I relocated to Kolkata, and I thought that I have enough managed programs and led programs. Though I like it, it's a very important part, but I would love to design curriculum, value-based curriculum, or then another friend introduced me to social emotional learning, and I started taking training on social emotional ethical learning from Emory University, US. That's how things started changing. With a couple of people, we created games on gratitude, on empathy. Then I thought, no, I would like to facilitate sessions on that by using movements and art. And art therapy, I found my inclination towards it while I was studying in STES, while I was doing my diploma in dance movement therapy. That's how I discovered a very strong inclination towards it. And it helped me in my healing journey. And so that is how an art and movement became my daily ritual, daily practice, where I feel very blessed also, and also it helps me to kind of release a lot of emotions that I'm unable to verbalize. Because presently I see a lot of changes. I can articulate. Initially, I never could articulate, and that's the reason also I used to love expressing through colors, through movements, so where much verbal communication isn't there, not verbal is mostly there. So yeah, so that is how I started. So both the modality became very important in my own personal healing and also expressing myself better. That's how I thought that why not designing, then I designed a program for children. So mostly I work with children and adolescents. So that's how it's done.
Okay.
I spoke a lot.
That's okay. Yeah, that was wow, very enlightening. Thank you for sharing about your journey, Pallavi. So you mentioned about how movement and art has helped you somewhere in your own uncovering those emotions that are we are carrying in our body. So my first question from you is, what is it about movement or art for that matter that really helps people or really help us to process our emotions more deeply than talking alone? For instance, we have therapies like cognitive behavioral therapy, or which are equally important and which have their own role to play. But how can movement and art, where you are not talking a lot but you are in the using all of your other senses, how that can help people to process their emotions more deeply or to connect with their what is it that they are carrying within?
So I could strongly relate with this question, because for me also, and for a lot of people, when they reflect after conducting sessions, there's a thing called embodied expression.
Yeah.
So at times, what happens, movements and art, unknowingly, you don't know, but movement and art allow you to express in such a way where it's not mandatory to articulate something verbally. So at times, people also have inhibitions or they're not able to articulate. For me also, it happens quite for very long a time that I'm not very good in articulate. Whenever I used to say something, I used to say a lot of things or maybe little. So later it came with me. So here, movement and art allow your emotions, unexpressed emotions that is difficult for you to articulate verbally at times. So that is a very important thing. Another thing is the physical and visual expression can bypass your cognitive cognitive barriers. All of us have our own cognitive barrier, right? So art or expression through colors जहाँ आपको बता के नहीं दे रहा है कि यही करना है. It's a process. There is no fixed outcome to that. We'll come to that much later. So to your question is that, at times we have difficulty in articulation or we are not feeling like articulating. There, it gives you a vocabulary, gives you an expression to express with a lot of fluidity. It's a flow. Whether it's, like your movements or art gives that expression to you, embodied expression to you, and enables a more profound connection with your feelings. So that's what I felt. Like whenever I do, like I every day do this, mostly every day. I try to do movements and art. So this is what I have realized, and many people, many participants has also shared that.
Yeah, beautifully said. Yeah. I could relate a lot with what you have just shared, because I know sometimes it is really hard to fully understand like how we are feeling and putting those emotions into words. Sometimes, putting those emotions into words can be overwhelming because I'm not finding the right word, especially when
right word.
Yeah, right word. Especially when they're carrying a lot of maybe shame, pain, or discomfort, and I don't know like how to express it. Wow. So you are saying that this expressive art or art therapy or dance movement, it actually help us to, sometimes if we're not able to verbalize those emotions, it help us to kind of find this way of putting it out. Yeah. Without intellectualizing what we are feeling. And
yes. That's the beauty. That's the beauty. Don't think.
Yeah.
Let it go.
Wow.
Yeah. So.
Beautiful. Wow. Okay. So let's understand. So you've already shared, like, how art and movement, they can support us in becoming more present with our emotions, like what is going on within what is not in my conscious access, but somewhere it is running my life. All those patterns, they are coming up, but I'm not consciously aware of that, and I just can't recall it. Like intellectually, I can't do anything about it, but they are still there. Somewhere, art or movement, they help us to access that. Those emotions or whatever it is that is lying in our maybe subconscious. Okay. Okay. So I know that there are a lot of people who feel that, okay, you are talking about art and movement, like healing circle, but we are not good at art. We are not good at drawing. We are not comfortable with. We feel very self-conscious about movement. Okay. So what advice do you have to encourage them to explore, this modality, and how this is going to benefit them, and how they can overcome this inhibition they have towards movement or art? Because we are carrying a lot of notions within us that art needs to look like this, and we need to look good while moving, and a lot of that. So if you can throw some light on that.
Yeah. So yes, a lot of us, think that way. So for me, for my personal journey, why I got very attracted or very drawn towards it, it's because it doesn't need to be perfect, and I love that. Imperfections are celebrated, and to accept those imperfections and celebrate it. So that is the main thing that I just putting it in one word. So that is what I feel every time when I personally do any activity or facilitate any session, and where all feelings are welcome. And it's not mandatory that you need to be a dancer, and it's good that if you are not a dancer or artist, because otherwise you come with a lot of preconceived ideas, or it's not always that, but it's also you need to break those things. It at times becomes a little difficult for people who are graceful dancers or who are artists, because this space or this kind of therapeutic art or dance movement therapy is a space where you become you, like you try to discover or kind of unfold your layers and discover yourself in a very new way, and it's a non-judgmental space. There is no right, no wrong. And through movements and through therapeutic art, it's how you are connecting with it. That's why HeArt connect, connecting with it, and connecting with your different parts with whom you don't speak quite often. So that's how, because it's very important to have conversation with my difficult emotions or with my very happy emotions. To sit for a chai or for a coffee or anything and have conversation
labeling
that emotion.
rather than labeling them like negative emotion, bad emotions, good emotions. It's to like embracing. If you're feeling that shame, if you're feeling that judgment towards yourself, even if you're feeling self-conscious, just to be aware of that and embracing that part of you. Yeah, that's beautiful.
Absolutely. And even recently it happened with me. I was feeling, I never had this feeling very, very rarely, the feeling of jealousy. And now I can say it with a lot of confidence or a lot of heart. It was very difficult and it happened only with one person actually. So with my best friend. So then I thought, what is it? What is this feeling? I had never had this feeling earlier. Then I start with this feeling. I kind of pampered me. I kind of with a lot of affection asked that feeling, but from you have come and how you have come to me. And I started, and I do a lot of therapeutic art. So art helped me to process that feeling to become a better version of myself. So that is also at times we don't acknowledge feelings or we feel like it's a shame. It's all right to feel jealous. It's all right to feel guilty. It's all right absolutely to be angry on somebody. So it's absolutely all right. We are human beings. We can feel anything, but it's very important to come back, reflect and connect and process those emotions that are difficult and that might causing a lot of difficulty within, whether within yourself, pain, or for that you are unable to communicate in a proper way with somebody or with a group. So then you need to kind of process it slowly. And for me, art-based modalities has always been a very big area for my own expression. Though I am also, I studied counseling, and you know that, like last year. But talk therapy, I do. I personally, I have a counselor and go. But for me, I have seen that whenever she's giving me, I ask for homework, and she loves doing art based. So that really helps. And it's also another to your question. If I come back, it's not necessary to have any kind of background, and you come with a very blank slate. And you put colors in that in whichever way you want to. You weave your own story and you weave in with movements and with colors. So it's up to you. The process is very important. What you experience, what you are becoming, or what you are letting go.
Yeah. So this will be like a process-based approach. Like
yes.
Wow, it's beautiful.
Yes.
Wow.
It's not outcome. It's not outcome based approach. कि बहुत सुंदर बना दिया. हम सुंदर है. Everybody is सुंदर.
Yeah.
We all are beautiful that we need to accept and go with the flow and discover our own self.
Wow. Okay. Very nice. So let's talk about this healing circle. I know that it will provide a very safe space where everyone will explore their emotions freely and without judgment. We'll have group sessions where we'll nurture social inclusion, promote and inspire kindness and compassion towards ourselves and towards other people who will be joining us. We'll have a lot of meaningful connections, and so we'll have lots of fun in these sessions, because healing, it should not always be very serious. You can have fun while exploring your deeper parts, your shadowed aspects. Wow. So can you walk us through about this program, Heart Connect program, and what we'll be having 9 sessions, okay, and we'll be covering them. So what these 9 sessions would look like do they have a theme, or how we are going to experience this whole series?
Yes. So I'll start with the session structure that we discussed. So each session will combine guided movement activities and therapeutic art activities. So it's, of course, I'll plan and plan prior to the session, but it's also, in the session together, whatever we are creating, it's also very important. Whatever is coming up for all of us, so we need to tap into our intuitive forces within, and that is an idea. So let it unfold naturally. So, of course, therapeutic art and guided movements and reflective practices like reflection circles. Like in that Heart Connect circle only, there will be a part where anybody can share anything what they feel like. If they are not feeling all right, I would love to hear. If they are not feeling all right, also, and if they feel like that, Pauline, you need to change this thing, or this is something more we want to do. I would love to hear that. any feedback about the activities, about the facilitator, about the space. So the idea is that, I feel, both of us and Living Consciously, we would love to create a safe space of togetherness where there's no judgment, there is a sense of empathy and togetherness, where people can just speak their heart out and share their heart out. So that is the reflective part is very important. And of course, guided movements are there. As you said, it's all about fun. It's not, of course, there will be instruction, but very basic instruction. It's about how you feel and how you are connecting with yourself and with each other. And the idea is to, there will be a few takeaways. Like I call it. I was feeling like calling it Heart Connect tool, Heart tools. Heart tools are nothing but your cooking tools. And all the tools are within 10 minutes or less than 10 minutes, 5 to 10 minutes. In a day, you can, it's like a takeaway that we are going to provide. So 4 sessions, and after 9 sessions, we also will compile the tools and send it to you. So that you can practice it in your daily life. Or whenever you're feeling a little sad or anxious or stressed out or left out or whatever irritated, so you can use those tools. It's movement and art-based tools, but it doesn't need a lot of material. Just any kind of paper, small crayon box, or whatever art material you're comfortable. You can just keep it in your bag, or you come back home and you can.
Beautiful.
Yes. So,
and we'll also be creating a WhatsApp group for the viewers who are watching this, and we'll be supporting or we'll offer support to you beyond these Zoom sessions, and you can share your heart in that group. That will be a very closed group. And each session will be, as Polami shared, will be like an exploration. And she said that she'll be offering you a lot of coping tools that will help you in your own journey, or how on where you can, like, you have those tools ready with you where you can soothe yourself, self-soothe, and whenever any difficult emotion comes up, that you have those tools handy, and you can share it with other people because
yes.
work. Yeah. So
yeah.
You want to share something? Yeah.
No, I was just adding that it's more like a holistic emotional well-being framework using movement and art, where participants will be able to engage deeply with their inner landscape. And also building the community. Like as you share it with your friends, family, partners, strangers. Yeah, not friends. So anybody. So you can do that. Yes. I'm just blessed and very grateful to you, to Pranav, to Vinit, and the entire Living Consciously space for always giving me the space and holding me with a lot of patience. In fact, today we couldn't do the live, and it was lovely to see, and a lot of gratitude to the people who joined. And later we will see, Shalu said that she will share the recording. A lot of gratitude to everybody who patiently waited. They were waiting a couple of times. I logged off. So my phone was overheating. I couldn't fix that. And thank you so much. Thank you is a very small word, but I am always very indebted to Living Consciously and feel very blessed and very happy actually to do whatever with you, to do with
Thank you,
collaboration with
me. And yeah, so my heartfelt gratitude to you, Polami, for all the work that you do. And I know that you're very authentic and very raw, and the way you appear in the world. So that's very admirable about you. And I'm so excited. I'm so looking forward to the circle. And I know that this is going to be a beautiful, powerful experience for all those who are joining us. So those who wish to know more about the program, we'll be putting all the links below in this video description, or you can directly get in touch with me or Living Consciously team. I'll be also dropping our contact in the description of this video. So Polami, do you have any final words before we end this?
I just feel that Shalu and I are waiting for all of you. So please come. Let's create a beautiful space together with a lot of happiness, a lot of fun, a lot of colors, a lot of art and movement.
Yeah.
And without you, it's not going to happen. So let's create a circle. And it's your circle. So whichever way you want to do. So, and there is no instructor, nothing. There is Polami and there's Shalu. We will just hold the space for you.
Yeah.
So, and I'm sure you people will also hold it for us. So let's hold it together with a lot of heart, and I'm sure you will love it. You will enjoy it. So looking forward.
Looking forward. Bye bye.
Bye bye. Thank you.
Thanks for tuning in to Soulversations with Living Consciously. For more, go to www.livingconsciously.com or check our Instagram at Living Consciously.